Welcome back to another video. If you're new here, my name is Lynn, and on this channel, we do life together. If you watched my life update, then you already know that I'm expecting. Is the ring light reflection bothering you guys, or is it just me? I feel like I should be talking this way. Whatever, we're just gonna bypass that. I'm gonna try to. But anyways, yeah, so you already know that I'm expecting, and you also already know that I'm in my second trimester, which means that I made it out of my first, thank God. Now that we're out of that, let's talk about it. Okay, so in the very early stages of my pregnancy, I was literally going through it. Like, I did not know what was going on, but I was really suffering. It was crazy. This might be TMI or maybe not. But for those of you who don't know, and most of you guys wouldn't have known anyways, but I was on birth control for many years. I had the IUD Mirena. Before birth control, my cycle was giving irregular. It came when it wanted to, and it was just unpredictable. While I was on birth control, my cycle was giving very much non-existent. The whole duration of my IUD, I barely had my cycle. After I removed my IUD, after so many years of having it, my cycle was actually consistent for the first time in my life, and it was consistent for 3 months. It came literally at the same time every month. I did notice that my cycle was late compared to like the last 3 months that I was getting it, But I honestly just had thought that my body was going back to being irregular. So it wasn't really, a missed period wasn't really like a big concern for me at the time. Pregnancy was definitely not on my mind. After like a week or maybe like 5 days of having these consistent symptoms every day, on this one particular night, I had a dream that I was looking down at a digital pregnancy test and it said pregnant. And I was just like, the next morning, I was like, yeah, I need to just go get one to cancel out that possibility. I've never in my life had a dream like that. So I'm like, yeah, no. Like that's it. That was the breaking point for me to actually just get a test. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna go to Dollar General. I'm gonna get a cheap little pregnancy test because I'm not about to waste my money on something and it comes out negative. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go the cheap route and I'm gonna go get a Dollar General test. It was like $4 or something. I had got the test in the morning and I ended up taking it in the afternoon. I don't know why. I guess I was fake scared to like see what it was. So I ended up taking it in the afternoon. And when I see, I'm probably going to show a picture of the test or whatever. But when I took the test and it was like, I don't remember how it goes. I think it's like 2 lines or something for positive, whatever. I was just like instant bawling. It was instant bawling when I seen that it was positive. So I'm like, no, I'm jacking that this test is rigged because it's cheap and I don't trust it and I don't understand and I'm like, no. Long story short, I didn't believe it. So I'm like, yeah, no, I'm gonna go get another test and I'm gonna get the clear blue, the digital, the ones that say clear words because I need to understand clearly what is going on. So I'm like, yeah, I'm going right now to get another test. And that test was like, I don't remember, like $30 or something for two of them in there. I just kept repeating to myself as I was walking to the pharmacy, like, that test was rigged. I don't know, but something gotta give. I ended up going to the pharmacy and getting the clear blue. It came with 2 tests in it, like I said. Came back home, took it, and of course it said pregnant. Girl or boy, whatever, whoever watching, like I was again crying and in disbelief, like, what is going on? After that, I immediately had to go tell the pappy. Like, dude, what? What is going on right now? So that same day, I ended up going to see him or whatever. And I took the last test that was in the box. And of course, it said the same thing. I was just so in disbelief that I had to keep taking the test. I'm just like, this, I don't understand. And mind you, after those 3 positives, I still didn't fully believe it. I'm like, yeah, I gotta go to the hospital and I need to know for sure, for sure. Of course, long story short, we end up going to the hospital. I end up doing a blood test. Of course, the blood test comes back positive that I am pregnant, and that's when it really hit me. Well, not even. It really hit me when I had an ultrasound that same day. Um, they gave me an ultrasound, and I seen that little bean. I was just like, and like I could probably cry right now just thinking about it because it's just crazy. Like, can y'all see my eyes? I'm over here, like, oh my gosh! And I'm probably gonna show y'all a picture of the first what do you call that? Sonogram picture that I had. But that was a little bean, a little nugget, and I was just so in shock. Like, what? What? So let's get into the symptoms that I was having. I did not have any symptoms until I was a month and some change into my pregnancy. Before finding out, I had like festivities going on. So I had 3 birthdays and a baby shower that I attended. And all of those times I was drinking. I had a little cup or 2 or whatever. Like, I felt totally fine. Well, a month and some time in, as I was talking about in the beginning about my body going through it, that was a month and some time into my pregnancy, and oh my gosh. Listen, the headaches that I was getting every single day, and it would last all day no matter what. Even after eating, I would still have these terrible, terrible headaches. I was so tired. Like, I literally had no energy to do anything but lay there and sleep. I can't even really, like, I can't even really describe in words how I truly felt. Let's just say that I don't wish that on anybody. It just was not fun at all. Like, I don't want to say I was dying because, like, that's a little dramatic, but damn near close. The headaches were a killer for me. It's like my head was throbbing, like somebody was squeezing my brain every second. Like, I felt like I couldn't even think. I couldn't do nothing. Like, it was terrible. And being tired all day and feeling like you have no choice but to sleep, it sucks because it's like, I don't have time to be laying here all day, but it's like, oh my gosh, my appetite had decreased a lot. And that's the only 3 symptoms I truly, truly had. Um, I thank God that to this day I have not thrown up. I'll have slight nausea sometimes, but it's nothing to complain about, nothing to really talk about. It's just like here and there. I thank God that I did not have to experience throwing up. There's definitely some women who experience really bad morning sickness and throwing up, and like, I just can't imagine me having really bad headaches, being tired, and on top of that, having to throw up constantly and all this extra stuff. But let me tell you, the headaches and the fatigue, that was a killer. So even though I wasn't throwing up or anything like that, I had my own poison. Okay, it was terrible. I'm so glad that I'm out of that now. For real. The first trimester was not fun. I'll just be honest. But what I can say, and other pregnant women, I have heard them say this too, it really does get better. So if you are a new mom, and if you're going through your first trimester right now, keep your head up, baby. Keep your head up. It's gonna get better. I swear. I no longer have those terrible headaches. Well, I'm not gonna lie, like in the beginning of my second trimester, I'm still kind of in the beginning, but like weeks ago, I was still getting bad headaches here and there. So I had told my doctor, and she had told me to get some magnesium. So that really helped me. And now, in the past week, 2 weeks, I haven't really had the terrible headaches. So they weren't lying when they said that you're going to get your energy back in a second trimester, because I'm definitely not as tired as I used to be. I honestly feel regular. I feel like I got a lot of energy in me. Not like more energy than I've had ever before, but I just feel back to normal, like my regular energy that I had before pregnancy. So that's a plus for me, because being tired and sleeping all day is not fun either, and it's just not it. Like, so as for the reactions, I didn't record anybody's reaction. I was just really so present in the moment and trying to wrap this whole thing around my own head and then having to wrap it around everybody else's head. So it was just a very private and sacred moment for me. But of course I told my boyfriend, the pappy, and I told my close family, my immediate family, the ones that I live with. I told my close friends. Everyone's reactions was pretty much the same. Disbelief, shock, but very supportive and very filled with love. I'm honestly so grateful to have a village around me, a very supportive village, because it's like there's really a lot of moms who are doing this, thugging this thing out by themselves, the pregnancy by themselves, having the baby and raising the child by themselves. It's just like that should be illegal. I'm not gonna lie, because pregnancy and then like having a child is just, you shouldn't be doing it alone. Shout out to the moms who really do it. Like you really shouldn't be doing it alone. But that really just shows how much strength you have. And to be able to thug it out and really do it alone, and still just showing up and being present for your baby and being as positive and happy and loving as you can be no matter what you're going through. Shout out to my super mommies, okay? Like for real. But yeah. Let's get into the cravings. I didn't have any weird cravings as of yet. I don't know how the rest of my time is gonna go, but nothing weird. The cravings that I did have was giving very much random, and it wouldn't last long. For a short period of time, I would crave this and then I'll be done with it, and then crave that and then be done with it, and then crave this and then be done with it. Like for example, um for a very short period of time, I was craving meatballs, and then I was craving chopped cheese, and then I was craving hot wings, which is still one of my desires lately. I still be wanting hot wings. Um, what else? My last craving actually was crybabies, the sour gumballs, but that's over and done with now. I feel like when I crave something, I eat it a lot. What? When I crave something, I eat it a lot, and then I guess I satisfy my craving, and then I'm over it. I've definitely satisfied all my cravings. And let me just do a little side note. This made me think that they running stuff over here, because I haven't ate red meat or pork in like 9 months before I was pregnant. I had stopped, I think, October of 2022, and all of a sudden I want beef. All of a sudden I'm okay with eating like pepperoni pizza. I don't like that. Like these babies really think that they running something, and I guess they are. I guess they are, but let me tell you, I'm gonna be right back doing that. I probably won't even eat meat after I give birth. Like, you coming over here messing things up. Like, but yeah, honestly, for sure though, after I give birth, I'm not eating beef anymore or pork. I'm gonna go right back to not doing that because like this is my body. Okay, this is my body. Further into the first trimester, my appetite was definitely increasing like a lot. I was eating a lot. But then as I was approaching my second trimester, my appetite now is pretty normal. Pretty normal. I don't feel like I'd be having to like stuff my face and overeat. I don't even like that full feeling anyways. I feel like I can't breathe. Shout out to the first trimester. I don't miss you. I do not miss you. Okay. And I don't know how these women be getting pregnant back to back and having like mad kids. I feel like they don't remember like how their pregnancy went, because if they did, they would be like, oh no. No, but honestly though, I'm pretty sure it is all worth it because of the baby and the love that you're gonna get when you have your baby. I'm pretty sure it's worth it. I'm just chatting. And honestly, some women, they may not go through it as bad. I know every pregnancy is different, every mom is different. So yeah, I'm pretty sure that whatever you're going through in your first semester, whatever you're going through in your first trimester and your whole pregnancy, like whatever symptoms you have, I'm pretty sure it's all worth it at the end. Even down to being in labor and having to deliver, I'm scared. Everybody is scaring me because they're saying that contractions is not like any other pain. I'm a champ when it comes to pain to a certain extent, but it's like I'm scared. I I am scared. In my first trimester, just to sum it all up, like I said, it wasn't fun, but yeah, I actually gained weight very quickly. I think I gained like 10 pounds already. I'm not gonna lie. Like before I got pregnant, I was 125. Now I think the last time I went to the doctor, which was like a few days ago, I was like 135 or something. Yikes. Whatever. And I have had no bleeding or spotting at all. So thankful for that. That basically sums up my first trimester recap. If there's anything else that I missed that you would like to know, don't be afraid to hit your girl up in the comments. All my mamas tap in the comments. Like, we need to stick together. Thank you. Um, yeah, that's pretty much it. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Later.